Good morning, traders. It's about 11:45 on April 15th. Just wanted to take a moment and talk to you about trend forecasting. My name is Daniel, and this is the view from my vantage point. Now, trend forecasting is very, very different than using lagging indicators and following trends. Trend forecasting gives you the ability to anticipate what is going to happen with a high degree of accuracy. Trend forecasting is an anticipatory indicator versus a lagging indicator that causes you to react to market movement. You're reacting to past price action, which is giving you false information about when trends are going to start, late information about when a trend has already started, and it causes unnecessary losses. Plus, when you try to get out of a position, it's usually late and you've given back some of your profits. Following trends hurts you. Now, forecasting trends helps you dramatically. VantagePoint is able to forecast trends with a high degree of accuracy by transforming standard technical analysis and standard technical indicators, transforms it into predictive indicators using neural networks and intermarket analysis. Now, intermarket analysis means that VantagePoint is looking at the markets from around the world to generate these forecasts. You want to be in a position where you can forecast trends rather than follow them. Like the one we talked about, Lululemon. Just last week, I talked about Lululemon. It was up, almost 3% when we talked about it then. Since that video came out, it's gone up another 2.5% or so. You can see just in the last couple weeks in one trade, you're up 5% in Lululemon, and that was information that was available in this blog. That's possible because of trend forecasting. If we look over here at Whole Foods, this is a much longer time period. This goes back to October of 2014. Now, trend forecasting gives you the ability to find these opportunities early, like over here on the left where that blue line crosses above that black line. VantagePoint's indicating that this trend is expected to start going up. Now, the first thing that you would do if you're using this information is get confirmation. You look down at the neural index, this green oscillator that you see jumping around on the bottom side of the chart here. That's telling you whether there's short-term strength or weakness in this trend. When it's in a one position like it is on that day that we see that crossover, you can see that VantagePoint is confirming that there's short-term strength. 1 means short-term strength, 0 means short-term weakness. So when you've got the confirmation there, you can get into that position. Now, every single day you're downloading the data, and VantagePoint is forecasting the trend another 1 to 3 days in advance. So when you see the blue line continue to stay above the black line every single day that you download the data, VantagePoint is indicating this trend is expected to keep going up, and it goes up even when it comes down and rides and touches the black line and never crosses below it. VantagePoint gives you the confidence to hold that position because it's forecasting the trends with a high degree of accuracy. If you held that position, you went all the way to the crossover where VantagePoint then forecasted the trend to go down. In this one trade, you could have picked up 46%, almost $18 per share. A lot of people out there doing options on this. A lot of people out there trading the underlying asset. And you can see with 1,000 shares of that, whether you're doing options or the underlying asset, you're up $17,000. VantagePoint forecasted the start of that trend and continued to forecast that trend up all the way through this date right here, March 5th. Now, if that's not valuable information, I don't know what is. Plus, VantagePoint indicated this trend was going to start going down. It started to go down. The neural index gave you that confirmation. And you can see from that day until the close of yesterday, Whole Foods still going down. For the last 28 trading days, you could have picked up about 8% in Whole Foods. Trend following needs to be a thing of the past for you, and you need to start forecasting trends with incredible accuracy with VantagePoint. Smith & Wesson, here's a short-term opportunity where VantagePoint said, look, this trend was going to start going down back in March. The neural index was down in the 0. You got the confirmation, and it's gone down since. Now, the blue line crossed above the black line. The neural index is very clearly up in the 1 position. You could have picked up 6.5% or so in that short position, and then because of the turnaround, VantagePoint said this trend was going to start going up. It's gone up. Since then, you're up over 0.5% just in the last 5 trading days. I wanted to show you this one because if you haven't seen Smith & Wesson jump today dramatically, 14-15%, you missed out on a great opportunity that VantagePoint customers had the opportunity to get in because trend following information leads the market. It doesn't lag the market, and that's the difference. Just like in Light Sweet Crude Oil, people have been talking about how Light Sweet Crude Oil is going to be going up or has gone up, or with oil prices rising, the market's rising, all of that stuff. VantagePoint indicated way back in March that crude oil was going to start going up, and since then it has gone up. And just in one contract of crude oil, you could have picked up over $4,000. Now, the most popular package in VantagePoint is $4,900. You can see in the last couple of trades we've looked at, in the last couple of forecasts that VantagePoint has had, you could have recouped that investment very quickly. Now, I want to show you something else. We had a customer send in a letter. I want to show you that letter. Here we go. This is Richard. Richard says, "Hi, Lisa. I purchased VantagePoint software about 2 months ago, and this letter just came in yesterday. I found out about VantagePoint from a fellow trader that I've known for a long time. He told me this software is great, and he gave me a link to the website. At first, I was reluctant to buy the software. I thought, why should I purchase it when I'm already trading successfully? I'm an advanced trader. I've been trading full-time for over 7 years. But because of the accuracy claims, I decided to try it out, so I purchased it. This was a very good decision as it turned out because it does 3 great things for me. First, it finds trading opportunities very well and saves me a lot of time. I don't have to spend time looking. Second, fact is, for me to make real accurate long-term trades, I had to spend a lot of time analyzing the markets and making many measurements while watching indicators. The VP software really cuts my setup time down, which saves me a lot more time. The third thing that the software does for me is the top of the line. Very good confirmation tool when I analyze a trade and then VantagePoint software comes up with the same results I did, showing to take the trade, then I can confidently put more leverage, more money on that trade, which makes me more money. Especially since VantagePoint software has shown me that this is a very high accuracy rate on all the markets by itself alone. If I had this software when I first started trading, it would have saved me from a lot of bumps and bruises, which would have saved my money. The software has made me a lot of money already, which makes my wife happy, and as you know, happy wife is a happy life. And last, I would like to thank the VP company for making this fantastic software. Also, thanks to customer service department, which is the best I've ever experienced. And a special thank you to my relationship account manager, Lisa A., who did a very good job of getting me in the place of VantagePoint success. So whether you're just starting out or an advanced trader, this software can greatly help you. I would not hesitate to recommend VantagePoint software to anybody. As I said, that email came in last night, folks. VantagePoint can help you dramatically improve your results because you can forecast the trends. And the best thing about this is tested and proven. It is patented technology. Intermarket analysis is how it's done. Trend forecasting is what you get and what you're going to use to profit consistently.